Hello, 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 everybody. How's it going? It is Matt, and it is Terrifying Tuesday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces. I hope you love seeing mine. Also, one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you your brief synopsis, your starring cast, your director, your runtime of the cut I am watching, along with a link for a trailer, a link for a place for where you can watch this, a link for where you can purchase it, and a link for where you can support the channel if you decide. Anything is always welcome. Now, with all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's movie is a fun one. Came out back in 2015. It is none other than the Joe Sherlock classic known as Odd Noggins. Wow, what a fun little flick. I really enjoyed it. It made me laugh so many times. It made me happy. It made me just want to watch it again right after I watched it already. It is that much fun. Now, it is definitely, I would say, as I'm going along, each Joe Sherlock film is getting better and better as they go. The Drifter is by far my favorite, just because it is different compared to the other three films of his that I've reviewed. This one is very much like it's kind of like Channel 99 or what was Channel 99 and I'm drawing a blank on it. Beyond the Wall of Fear. It kind of reminded me of those two a little bit in certain ways. Very cool either way. It has a lot of the same Joe Sherlock cast that you're used to in Drifter, Beyond the Wall of Fear, and in Channel 99. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank on that one. I'm drawing blanks on names today. I don't know why, but either way, they are very, very similar. Those two are. So this makes my fourth film of Joe's that I am able to review. This one is multiple stories going on at one time, sort of Pulp Fiction-esque. And they all tie together at the very end with a nice, beautiful bow, and it's really nice. What is it about? Well, in this small town, people are obsessing about this alien film where people get melted down, street trash style, and it's really cool. All the women, on the other hand, work at a very bizarre job as party entertainment, ranging from a clown to a gorilla in a costume. It is very, very just out there. And one of them wants to venture out, and go from being a belly dancer to a stripper, because she knows she will make more money. And with an ass like that, how can you fail? As the saying goes in the movie. It's very funny. They say that a couple of times, and it made me chuckle both times. I think they said it twice, maybe three times. Either way, it made me chuckle every time it was said. And so these women, they have, like I said, these interesting careers. They are unhappy with their life choices on that aspect. You meet other characters that, like Bob Olin from The Drifter is in here. He plays a fun character. You got Richard Johnson in here playing Tom. You got Dale Wilson in here again playing the Mr. Birch character, which is by far my favorite character from the skull-faced astronaut universe. He is just absolutely just just spot on hilarious every time I see him, and I really enjoy his performances. And he does his whole bit where he decides he's going to eat dollop after dollop after dollop of mayonnaise. Very gross, very cringe, but it is hilarious in the same aspect. His Mr. Birch character is very similar to the Mr. Birch character in Channel 99 and in Wall of Fear. I believe he was also the Mr. Birch character as well in that. Either way, Dale Wilson plays this very interesting character who is there to do his experiments, run his tests, and run it on his subjects. And he gets a live-in maid who basically does medical work for him and does his treatments for him. She is basically bent over to the point to where she has to take the job because she has been fired from multiple jobs for stealing from the job, and that is where he essentially has her by the balls, and she has to basically take the job because money is getting low. She has to pay her bills, so que sera, one of those ordeals. So you have her character intertwined with the Mr. Birch character, so it's very fun on that aspect. You have, like I said, Bob Olin from The Drifter is in here, and he plays a contractor type character who has a fun cameo with director Joe Sherlock, as they are having Bob is eating his it looks like pudding, or not pudding, but yogurt, excuse me. It looks like he's eating his yogurt and having, just a little conversation with Joe, because Joe comes over for his break, and he pulls out all these vegetables and all this stuff for a salad, and he pulls out the salad dressing, plops it down, and then out he pulls out a sandwich, and his sandwich is just like it's like that thick, and it's full of it's not really that thick, but it is a very, very hefty sandwich, and it is pimento loaf, which made me chuckle as well, because it was like, ooh, I haven't eaten pimento loaf in years, and I didn't like it then, and chances are I'm probably not going to like it now. But a very funny scene where they kind of joke back and forth about their snacks, and it eventually grosses Bob out to the point to where he closes up his container and puts it away and goes about his day. He decides he's going to stop off and he's going to go see his girlfriend. He decides he's going to stop and drop off a film that he borrowed from a buddy. Stays, and it just so happens to be a bar where he's dropping it off. He stays and has himself a beverage. Go lay down, buddy. I'm in the middle of working, okay? Sorry, my dog is trying to come in and make a cameo today. He's a good dog. He's a great boy. I love that dog. But either way, where was I? He goes to this bar, and he is persuaded by the bartender, who's a friend, to have a beverage with him, and so he stops and he has his beer with him. And while he's there, he is picked up on by this other woman, and she takes him home. She gets him really drunk and plastered before she pulls her move on him, even though you know what's going on. With all that said in mind, I don't want to talk about any more else about this film, about what happens inside of it. As usual, I want you to watch it. Go on over to the skullfacedastronaut.com website and check it out. I will have the link in the description box, so you can check this one out. It is very, very, very much worth the try. It says that there is a 2010 version and a 2015 version. The one I watched is from 2015. I think it said 2010 for the other one. Either way, it was much, much earlier, and this one is a 2015 version. And it is very, very good, very well made, very, very Joe Sherlock type film. You know what you're getting yourself into. You got beautiful Oregon countryside. You got a lot of familiar faces that are from his other films in this. Which all of them, the reason why I like a lot of, like the characters he picks and the actors he chooses is they look like normal, regular, average, everyday people. They look like somebody you would see at the grocery, somebody you'd see at the gas station, somebody you'd see at the bingo parlor. You never know. You feel like you would see these people, or they would live down the street from you. They are very like everyday people, even though I am not going to say they are not attractive people, because there are some very attractive women in this film. I am definitely going to admit. My favorite girl will be the clown girl. She is in Channel 99 as well as Beyond the Wall of Fear, and I like her in both of those. But you have all of those great performances, reoccurring characters in this Joe Sherlock skull-faced astronaut realm that is just absolutely just very intriguing. It sucks you in. It makes you want more. Like next week, I'll be doing from him. It will be Blood Creek Woodsman. So definitely look forward for that. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to dive into that one. Next month I will be doing several of his films as well, because he's sent me 14 of them to review. So I'm going to review all 14 because that's how I roll. Now, with all that said in mind, let's roll on to the 3 things I like my movies to meet. Audio meets with an A+. Always, always, always has good audio. You never are misunderstanding what is being said. Even during outside shots, it is very crisp, very clear, very clean. I really want to give this one an A+ on that. So good job on that as well. As always, Joe, you always do a great job with your audio, and because nothing is worse than when you're watching a movie and then the audio dips in and out, or you just have a hard time understanding what the character is saying. Everybody does a great job with their delivery of their dialogue as well, which that will get a plus. The dialogue is always great and fun in Joe Sherlock films. They poke fun at themselves. They're very tongue-in-cheek. Very just fun all around. Great stuff. I cannot not say anything bad about Joe Sherlock's universe. I think it is perfect for the B realm. It definitely has a place in my heart, and I am so thankful that I am able to review his stuff, because they are so well made, on top of not only being silly and schlocky, but they are so well made. Hence why I say they are B movie levels on an A grade, but on an A grade. Because they look so cool, so crisp and clean, and they look so nice, and they're always presented perfectly clear. And I always look forward to when I get a chance to watch a Joe Sherlock film. Like I am very excited for Blood Creek Woodsman next week. I can't wait to dive in for another one. That's how much I enjoy his films. So now, and then the last thing is editing. The editing is always fine. It always is good. It never has a bad spot to it. This one meshes together very well, considering you have so many stories going on at once. It definitely delivers on the editing. He has it to where you feel like you're not losing anything by jumping from story to story to story, back to story to story to story. It definitely is one you have to pay attention to, because if you do not pay attention to, you will not only miss out what's going on in the story wise, but you will miss out on a lot of fun stuff, from goofy dialogue to boobs. There's always that great trademark of Joe. He always has nudity in his films. So if you like nudity in your horror films, you get that with all everything that you wanted and needed in it. You get great scenery, great dialogue. You get just everything that makes a good movie work, and I really appreciate that. And it's never dreadful for me to watch one of his movies. I never go, oh fuck, I gotta watch a Joe Sherlock film this week. I never do that, you know. And I'm always like super excited and ready to watch it right away. So definitely look out for this one. So it gets an A+ on the editing. So it gets an A+, A+, A+. Will it get the magic 5? No, it will not. It will get a 4.5 out of 5 because it is so well made. It is not impossible to get a 5 from me, but it is very, very hard to get that magic number 5. I'm not Dave Meltzer. I don't hand out 5-star wrestling reviews every other week, you know. So you gotta really do some really tough stuff to really pull off that big number from me. But either way, a 4.5 out of 5. It is superior than average. It is very, very well made, very good, and I highly recommend it. And now tune in tomorrow for Roadkill, and then we will be having Abject. And then on Friday, we'll be finally be getting to the Todd Ernest Braley film, Psychotic Breakdown, which I've been really excited to check out. And then The Taxidermist on Saturday will wrap up this month. And then on Sunday, I will start out with Ice Cream on the Beach, which I am very much looking forward to as well. So anyways, I love all your faces. I can't wait to see it till tomorrow. And as always, have a wonderful day and peace.